Nice. Okay. Wherever you see the word per or of, it implies that you are multiplying your variable by a specific number. Okay. So for example, let's say Athalia charges $35 per shirt sold. Okay. The per implies that you are multiplying that 35 by a variable. So the variable part of your equation will be 35x. 35 times x, because x is the number of shirts sold. Okay. So when you are doing this, you need to tell me what the variable you are using and what it represents. For example, number of shirts sold. Hashtag shirts sold. Okay, so make sure you tell me what the variable is and what it represents. So for example, in the example above, we chose x. So in your solution, you would say, I'm going to let x be the number of shirts sold. Okay? You can assign the t-shirt sold as any variable. What else could we write for t-shirts? What variable can we use? T or S. Okay? So T, S, or X, just in a sentence, right? S represents the t-shirts sold. Yeah. And your letter always has to be lowercase. Lowercase. Now, you have to identify your constant. So, guys, what is my constant again? What is a constant? Kareem.
A number that doesn't change.
Yeah, a number that doesn't change and a number that has no variable with it.
So just like a whole number, like 3.
Yep. And it has no variable. Okay. So again, we're going to use the same question. We're just creating a whole word problem with it. So Athalia pays $50 to buy the t-shirt she wants to sell. So the word paid means that she lost money because she had to pay out of her own pocket to buy those shirts. Okay. So my constant is going to be a negative in this case. So it's going to be minus 50 because she's paying $50. She's not making it. So this would be minus 50. So you're going to tell me always what your dependent variable is. So for example, we're going to be using the same scenario again. So we are talking about Athalia selling shirts. So my dependent variable is going to be, most likely it's going to be talking about how much money she makes. So it's called profit. So we're going to label that variable P. Okay, so my P is going to be my dependent variable, which is profit, because profit is dependent on how many t-shirts we sell. So now we can come up with our equation, which is going to be P is equal to 35x minus 50. So P is my profit. 35x is each shirt costs $35 to sell. And minus 50 means I lost $50 right off the bat because I had to pay $50. So usually how you'd write this is your dependent variable is going to be on the left side is equal to independent variable plus your constant. Okay, so let's get to a problem. So Mr. Garcia likes to tutor and makes very little money doing it. Before meeting with his clients, he charges them a fee of $5 just to, book me because, I'm that popular. So Mr. Garcia, because they want my awesome teaching, once that is given to me, that one-time payment, I charge $60 an hour for my tutoring.
$60 an hour?
$60 an hour. 60. Okay. So now we want to create an algebraic equation for the cost of my tutoring. So what are you guys going to use for my dependent variable? What variable do you guys want to use for the dependent variable? Remember, we're talking about how much money I'm making. M, sure. So M represents money made. So your dependent variable is always going to be an uppercase letter. So in this case, it's M. What is my independent variable? What do you guys want that to represent? Kareem. Okay, we're talking about I charge $60 an hour. So what variable? H. Because I need to determine how many hours I have to tutor to make a certain amount of money. So we're going to use H represents hours tutored. So what is my constant? They have to give me $5 just to talk to me and book me. Kareem. $5. Am I making $5 or am I losing $5? So it should be positive or negative 5? Positive 5. So now what is my equation going to look like? So what always goes on my left side? Kareem. No, on the left side. Read.
Oh,
The dependent. So my dependent is M.
I said that.
Oh, I thought I said independent. Sorry. So M is equal to what? What would my equation look like? Kareem.
So first of all, we got M equals
Okay.
60
Mm-hmm.
H,
Perfect.
and then
What's your constant?
5. Yeah,
Plus 5. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus 5. Perfect. So that would be your equation right here.
Oh, that's easy.
Is it?
Does it get hard?
Sorry. Kareem, it gets extremely hard, actually. That's fine. Sure. So this is, again, it's not difficult to understand. You just got to read the problem properly.
I still need tutoring, but not for $60 an hour.
So I tutor for 15 hours. How much money am I going to make? So what do I have to do with that 15? So Maya. So we're going to replace H with 15. So I get M is equal to 60 times H plus 5. Like Maya said, replace H with 15 plus 5. So 60 times 15 is what, 900?
900.
Plus 5. So the total money I make in 15 hours is $905. So what would my statement be at the end? Therefore what?
Therefore, Mr. Garcia is rich. That's supposed to be 900.
What? From that time, they were chicken.
Sir?
Yep.
Sir? Sir?
Yeah. I'm too lazy to write my full name. That just makes me sound older.
What?
Sir.
What?
Sir.
Sir Garcia?
No, never use it. No. So are we good with this? So for C, what do I have to do with that 1500? Kareem.
Divide. No, because that makes sense though.
You're right. You have to divide, but how do I set the equation up
Oh,
first?
okay, see, I was right.
Claire.
No, I can.
No, Claire.
You replace the N
With?
with the 1500.
Okay, Kareem, go.
No, it's too late.
Okay, that's fine.
Why are you opposed to this?
I could try.
1500 is equal to 60h plus 5. So remember, I want my variable part by itself. So what do I need to move?
Okay,
Kareem.
so you need to move the. Is that it?
Yeah. You know, it just
60, yeah, 60H, you need to move that.
Why would I move it?
Sorry, 1500.
Okay. What? I don't have. Okay. So let's try to keep my h always positive. So h is already positive on my right side. What am I gonna move over?
Oh, you're gonna move the 1500?
Nope.
I mean,
No. Caitlin,
You're gonna move the 5.
we're gonna move the 5 over.
so I'm not used to the equal sign being on the left.
Okay. So I get 1500 minus 5 is equal to 60h.
Question.
Yes.
I know, but
Because remember, Matthew, whenever I move something over to a different side, I'm changing teams basically. So when I change teams, I have to switch the color of my jersey.
Which is negative.
Yeah. So 1500 minus 5 is 1495 is equal to 60h. And now, Kareem, we can divide by what? Both sides by?
by 60.
Yeah, by 60. So what is 1495 divided by 60 to one decimal place?
What?
One decimal place.
What does that mean?
The first decimal place you see.
Oh.
24.9.
I can do this in my head.
Is it right? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Let's go. Wait, I thought you said you didn't like decimals.
In this case, we have to use it
Yeah.
because it's ours.
You
So
almost
what would
said-
my therefore statement be, Alice?
Okay, so Sir did 24.9 hours.
Thank you. Sir tutored for 24.9 hours. So like I was saying yesterday,
Yeah.
Listen, hold it. Don't settle.
so next question, guys, example 2. So I used kids for my first period class because I didn't want to make another note, so using the same note.
Nice.
So Miguel has a business where he charges his clients $18.50 an hour to give them advice. Again, another spelling mistake. It should say to give them advice. Yep, basically. And a flat fee of $50 just to speak to him.
What?
Yep.
No. With you
So he just gets $50 just for talking to them. Okay. However, his competitor Kobo has also a business where he charges $20.25 per hour and a flat fee of $10 just to talk to him. So I need to come up with an expression for both businesses. So let's start with the Miguel one. Okay, Matthew.
I'm gonna say like M
Okay.
equals for the start and then after.
Okay.
Then wouldn't it be like 18.5?
Times what?
Would it be like then like H?
H.
Hour,
Okay.
and then
Then how much does he get right off the bat?
50 to plus 50.
Plus 50. Good. Someone else give me Kobo's.
That sounds like such.
Mr. Karim. Let's go. Answer the question.
One kid
I mean, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
M equals, how much is it? 20.25 H.
Yep.
And then plus 10.
Perfect. Good job.
Good job.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, when will Miguel and Kobo make the same amount of money? So what do I have to do with both of my equations? Think back to two-step equations. So when they have the same amount of money, or when they make the same amount of money, that means I have to make the equations do what with each other?
Merge.
Close. Make them what, Laura? Make them equal to each other. So it's going to be Miguel is equal to Kobo's pay. So I'm going to get 20.25 H plus 10 is equal to Miguel's expression, which is 18.5 H plus 50. So now with my two-step equation, where do you guys want my variables? Hey, that boy Karim, where is it?
To the left.
Which one?
Can I just move? I actually can't see that.
Sure, move over here. Or actually, you know what? Just go up to the board and point what you want me to move. No. Doesn't. Just sit at the front right there. Move that where? To the left. Okay, so we're going to take this 1850. Thank you, Kareem.
You want me to stay there?
No.
Sure. If you're comfortable. Okay, so what comes next?
Alright, so basically, this,
That 10?
yeah, subtract it,
Perfect. Thank you. Good job.
so now it becomes
20.25H minus 1850H is equal to 50 minus 10. So guys, what does my left side simplify into? What is 20.25 minus 18.5H? Alice. 1.75H. And like Kareem said, my right side is what? Kareem, what's my right side?
40.
40. Okay. Yazin, to get the H by itself, what do I have to divide both sides by?
1.6.
Good, 1.75.
That's what happened.
Okay, so what does H equal? 40 divided by 1.75.
Oh, no, yeah.
1.75.
22. Oh, actually.
Can
Can you round?
To the first decimal place.
Okay, 22. No,
22.8.
28.
22.8?
Yeah.
0.9.
Okay.
I got
You don't round. He doesn't.
It's 8.5. So if you-
Yeah, so you go up.
Ah,
Oh, what the? It's almost as close to the other one. We got a 0.9. Woo. Okay, so what would my therefore statement be?
Therefore, they make less money than Mr. Garcia does.
Adam.
before H is 2.
So therefore they make the same amount of money working how many hours?
22.9.
Yep. Therefore they make the same
Do you round the answer?
amount. Yep. I'll tell you in the question, I'll tell you what to round it to. At 22.9 hours. Now, should they congratulate each other when this
I mean,
happens?
should be. Right?
Yeah, should be congratulate each other when this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, no, it was only funny because the kids were in my first period class. They all said no, I would never congratulate them for making money. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They make money.
Okay. So the following rectangle has the following dimensions. I want to come up with a simplified algebraic expression for the perimeter. And then I need to figure out what my dimensions of the rectangle are if my perimeter is 108 meters. So before I do anything, what should I distribute first? Kareem.
The 2, 10, 4, and 3.
Okay, which becomes what?
So 8 and then 6.
8 what?
8x, sorry.
Minus 6. Okay, good.
Minus 6.
So now because we're dealing with perimeter, can someone tell me what the perimeter of a rectangle is? How many lengths do we have? Sorry, Laura. Go. So it's going to be 2L plus what?
2L plus
W. 2 length, 2 width. Okay. So
Yeah.
which one do you want to be my length? Not that it matters. You can interchange both. Which one do you want my length to be? There's no 2. Do you want 8x minus 6 or 5x minus 8 to be my length?
Yeah.
The second one. 5x plus
8.
Okay, we'll do this as length and we'll do this as width.
That's how it works. What's it supposed to be?
So 2 times, you're going to get the same thing anyways if you distribute. So it doesn't matter. 8x minus 6 plus 2 times 5x plus 8. So like we've been doing this whole unit, we have to distribute my numbers into their brackets. So can someone tell me what the first one simplifies into when you distribute? Matthew.
I'm gonna guess 16x
Mhm.
and negative 12.
So 16x minus 12. What is the next one? Yazin.
10 and 15.
Shh. Yazin.
2 times 5x is 10x.
Okay.
And then is that 8?
Yeah, 2 times 8
16
plus 16.
plus 16.
So what are my like terms on my right side? Maya.
16 and 10.
Okay.
16x and 10.
And what else?
Negative 12 plus 16.
Okay. So someone tell me what 16x plus 10x is. Matthew.
They're 26.
26x. What is negative 12 plus 16? Laura? 4. Positive 4. So I know my left side is for perimeter. So what am I going to replace the left side of my equation with? What is my perimeter in the question? So it's going to be 108 is equal to 26x plus 4. So how do I leave the variable by itself? Kareem.
So 4,
Mhm.
you want to put it, so it's like going to be negative 4.
Yep.
I mean, like 108 minus,
Perfect.
so then 104 equals 26x.
Okay, hold on. So can someone tell me how do I get rid of the 26, Laura? Okay, and can someone tell me what that gives me? Cuatro. Okay, good. Quatre, or however you say it in French. Okay, so my x is 4. Now, I'm not done yet because the question has asked me to figure out what my dimensions are. So we said my length was 8x minus 6, and my width was 5x plus 8. So what do you guys think I'm going to do with that x is equal to 4?
You're going to multiply.
No, you're gonna plug it in.
Plug it in for what?
Form the
Yep. For what variable?
x.
X. So I'm going to plug in 4 for x and my length and my width. So I get length is equal to 8 times 4 minus 6. 8 times 4 is 32 minus 6. So what is my length? 26 what measurement? Meters.
26 meters.
Now my width is the same thing. Plug in 4 for x. So I get 5 times 4 plus 8,
28.
which is 20 plus 8. And Matthew, what did you get? 28 meters. So therefore, the dimensions of the rectangle are 26 meters by 28 meters.
It's correct.
Easy enough?
That's correct. Yeah. Let me add the two yellow for it after they get one away.